Hi, it's Vickie Falcone with another edition of the weekly Heal from the Affair vlog. I want to address here more completely a question that one of the participants asked on the webinar this past Monday. I'm reading directly from the transcript of the chat from Monday's webinar. My new obsession is how unfair it is that the affair partner goes under the radar. Everyone says karma will take care of her, but I don't trust that. I want to shout from the rooftops what a bleep she is. How do I get over this? Well, I'm embarrassed to tell you that I harbored intense feelings of revenge for years after my husband's affair. I wanted him to suffer. I wanted her to suffer. And I judged myself extremely harshly for having these thoughts. I held myself out as a person who was spiritual, who embraced the values of peace, love, positivity, and forgiveness. But this challenge brought me to my knees. As much as I wanted to, I seemed unable to find the higher ground. I share this so that you know I get it. I know what it feels like when you want to stop the revenge thoughts, but you're just not able to. Well, I want you to not have to suffer as long as I did. Looking back, I can see some of the things that I did to help me find more peace around this sticky issue. Here are 4 things that I did that really helped me. Number 1 is to meet your subconscious. Before I share the steps you can take to let go of revenge thoughts, it's essential that you understand who's running the show in your mind. And it's your subconscious. The conscious mind is the part of our mind that makes conscious choices like, I think I'll wear my green sweater today, or it's time to brush my teeth now. Many people mistakenly believe that they can change things in their life using their conscious mind. Not true. The one really running the show is below our level of conscious awareness, also referred to as the ego. It's our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is not interested in change. So here's how it can play out. Your conscious mind may say, I want to lose 10 pounds. And the subconscious mind may say, I need to protect myself and not let anyone too close to me, especially a man. The result is, bring on the double chocolate cake with a scoop of ice cream on the side. So also in this particular situation, it can look like this. Your conscious mind may say, I want to stop these revenge thoughts. It's torturing me. Your subconscious mind might say, well, but they need to suffer for me to feel better, for things to even out. The result is we send an email to the other woman's mom/friend/boss, letting them know what she did, even if it's just in your mind. Well, since the subconscious mind is in control, we need strategies that work with the one in control. All of the following suggestions meet that criteria. So number 2 is to play out your darkest thoughts. It can be very helpful and cleansing to fully give a voice to the dark and vengeful thoughts. If we don't find ways to get them out, they will spill out in the most inappropriate ways. One of the most powerful ways I learned to do this is something I call purge writing. I chose the word purge because it's what we do when we have physical toxins in our body too. I remember once when I was a kid, I had a nasty bout of the stomach flu, and my mom said, you need to throw up. I screamed, I don't want to, I hate vomiting. But she insisted, you have toxins in your belly, and I know it feels bad to throw up, but that's the fastest way to feel better. Well, she was right. After I threw up, I started to feel better immediately. I'm sure you've had a similar experience. Well, it's the same with emotional toxins. If we leave them inside, or we just vent to our girlfriends about them, they end up harming us, the host. So here's how you do purge writing. Sit down and invite all of your toxic thoughts up, all the vile, all the vengeance. And then set a timer for a minimum of 10 minutes. And write without stopping. Don't read over what you've written. And then when you're done, burn the paper immediately. As you watch it burn, imagine that these toxins are being released from inside of you. You will need to do this many times before you start to feel better, but it does work to release them in small batches at a time. So number 3 is to set your intention to be willing to stop your vengeful thoughts. The key word here is willing. It can backfire and overwhelm your subconscious mind to simply say, stop this. Your subconscious mind is a bit like a defiant 2-year-old. Force never works. Setting intentions is a workaround whereby you float out an idea gently. This intention is to just be willing as a small first step, and it's a meaningful one. When you find that you can't do something, like release your vengeful thoughts, pray for the willingness. It's a powerful first step and can bypass the subconscious mind. And then the most important is number 4. Get into your life. It takes time to process grief. Grieving can mean that we temporarily step away from our life, our future plans, hopes, and dreams. While that is completely understandable for a time period, if you find yourself intensely upset many months or even years after their cheating, you may be avoiding some part of your life's calling. I found that long after I should have grieved my husband's loss, my husband's affair became the most convenient and readily available distraction for me pursuing my own life calling, my full expression, my fully lived life. I live the truth that when we obsess over something that we have no control over, we inhabit their life and abandon ours. So I have a question for you to ask yourself every day. What would I be doing with my life if I wasn't obsessing about them? What would I be doing with my time, my energy, my precious life force? What is calling me? And then listen. Your courageous asking of this question can be the beginning of a real turnaround if you're willing to hear the answer. So all of these 4 steps take time. Be infinitely patient with yourself. I applaud your willingness to even entertain these thoughts with me today. And please remember, as you move forward, you are smoking hot.